It is written there, this is an invitation for those who perceive unreality. For those whose death is not an option. However, be careful with the truth if you don't know what to do with it, because the truth, before being liberating, is embarrassing, but it is always available and no one can ever say they don't know it. My verses all seem foolish, because written on the wall, they give time and wind the easy effort to erase them. But it only takes one person to read them for them to become eternal, even at the risk of slavery to foolishness. The text, however, has always had an owner, the memory of the real being. That's what the light of fire is, a text that will only die when the being dies in itself. My first encounter took place before I was 10 years old. I was in body, soul, and spirit and saw myself in another body, exactly the same in body, soul and spirit. I wasn't out of my body, but in both bodies, and both were perceiving each other. It can be attributed to a mental project error, but this triggered the understanding, sometime later, of the reason for the existence of doubles. Doubles explain the model of creation, and never converse with each other. They show themselves as one in two different places at once. And a door opens to understanding. The artificial and artifices are shown. The regency follows the same principle for anything manifested and considered existent. An existence dissolves in its own attempts to justify itself. Matter, which until then corroborates existence, disappears along with ignorance, that has lost its role. Perhaps, one cannot immediately answer the question, who am I? But immediately, the being identifies what he is not. Neither a character in any story, nor a being of any society, no matter how natural it may seem. The beauty of this realization lies in unraveling the journey of being, in search of oneself. Who are you? Who do you think I am? You are the answer. The solid malleability of the real universe. The recognition of smallness is the door to greatness. This recognition shows that everything that has been given to the being for manifestation, limits it in manifestation, which should not be seen as a so-called gift. In manifestation, there is no thought, ideology, perspective, science, or anything new. Anything that seems to be new is not new, but a way of repackaging old things. Personality is given the feeling of creativity, and the ability to have its own ideas. This compassion is given to the gods. But the line that divides the space that the being inhabits is very clear. If the being wants the glory of the world, and wants its obscurity to go away, it must go to that line. Everything happens in one place, and happens by one being, whose separation from itself is given by a single letter.